March 20th, 2011, early in the morning. If you're an American watching this video, I want you to give yourself a pat on the back and a round of applause for all your other fellow Americans, because you guys have successfully done a great job. As of late, Liberty Dollar creator convicted in federal court, link is below. Von Nothouse has been found guilty by a federal jury of conspiracy against the government in the case of domestic terrorism. Quoting Ann Tompkins, U.S. Attorney, attempts to undermine the legitimate currency of this country are simply a unique form of domestic terrorism. While these forms of anti-government activities do not involve violence, they are every bit as insidious and represent a clear and present danger to the economic stability of this country. Further quote, we are determined to meet these threats through infiltration, disruption, and dismantling of organizations which seek to challenge the legitimacy of our democratic form of government. Oh, and by the way, the government wants the 16,000 pounds of gold and silver that is valued at $7 million that this Von Nothouse guy is in his possession. So you can't have an alternative form of barter in this country, because everybody I know that has dealt with the Liberty Dollar never once said that it was better than the American dollar or whatever. They've always been frank and straightforward and honest. So, once again, government don't like competition, and the banks apparently don't like competition either. I'm making a prediction. All you guys that participate in like Ithaca hours or, Allentown hours or whatever the hell you call it, wherever you are, they're coming for you next, because that's also going to be considered domestic terrorism. And then pretty soon you ain't going to be able to own precious metals at all, because they've done that once before in this country too, where you couldn't own gold and silver. They're going to do that. Hell, they may even prevent you from freaking trading your homegrown peppers with your neighbor who's got homegrown tomatoes, because that could be construed as domestic terrorism, because you're not using the American dollar. Not that those fine 435 plus gentlemen down there in the District of Criminals, they haven't done an excellent job in the past 50 years of just destroying the economy in this country. No, that's absurd and unheard of to even think about that. But I'm going to leave that to you. And on top of this, mind you, this poor bastard is 67 years old. He's going to die in jail now, because he's going to be put there for 25 years. So he'll be in his 90s when he gets out. Go figure, right? I'll tell you right now, while this is going on, you got a government, again, bravo, all you motherfuckers that, more important to tune into American Idol and Dancing with the Stars instead of paying attention to your government. You got a government that's lying by omission, for lack of a better term, because they're not being honest with what the hell's going on in Japan with the nuclear meltdowns over there. And then on top of it, as if to add insult to injury, with two other wars that we're fighting in Afghanistan and Iraq, now we're fighting a war in Libya, as of earlier today, I guess. Gaddafi has opened up all his armories, and he's basically handing out AK-47s like candy at a parade. I'm going to say this right now, and I don't give a shit if the federal government's watching, because I am protected by the First Amendment of this country. I guarantee you, you people with this UN coalition bullshit, is going to go step boots on the ground in that country, and all the people in that country are going to turn against us, because we're sticking our nose in business that doesn't belong. And this is going to turn out to be worse than Vietnam. This will be the red herring that they'll hang around fucking Obama's neck, and that's how he's going to lose the election come 2012. I just pray to God that common sense of people in this country prevail in nominating a decent and respectable Republican candidate. instead of all these Wall Street banker investment crooks or these pro-war raging pricks that everybody wants to elect, like Mitt Romney, Donald Trump, Sarah Palin, Chris Christie, because he's, wish-washy Chris Christie, He talks a tough game, but I don't really see him doing a lot in New Jersey. How about we get someone with some real frickin' balls who actually, respects people and the government and the country and the rule of law in this land for a change. I thought Bush 43 was the worst we could do. I am solely convinced that Obama is now the worst we can do. Until next time, peace. God bless you all. And may God bless the Republic of the United States.